A, meeting opening. A2, Pledge of Allegiance.
Nation, for God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh. We will now observe a moment of silence. Thank you. A3, adoption of the agenda. Are there any consent agenda items that a board member would like to have discussed as an action item? Hearing none, do I have a motion that the governing board adopt the meeting agenda?
I move that we adopt the meeting agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Contreras. Do I have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Ms. De Ocampo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Moving along, B, recognitions. B1, employee of the quarter, presented by Mr. Gamino.
Good evening, President Navarez, members of the governing board, Superintendent Dr. Maes, and members of the Alhambra community. Tonight, it is my honor to introduce the inaugural recipients of the Alhambra Excellence Awards, a new recognition program that celebrates team members who truly embody our district's core values. These honorees remind us that excellence isn't just a single moment, but it is a mindset, and it's how we show up every day for our students, our schools, and our community. The first group of award recipients will be formally recognized tonight by you all, and so I invite our board and Dr. Maes to come down and join us in congratulating these honorees. For our recipients tonight, as I read your name, please make your way to receive your recognition and a small token of appreciation from Dr. Maes, and remain up front until the four names have been called so that we can take a group photo. Up first, it is my pleasure to recognize Victor Maya, behavior interventionalist at James W. Rice. Calm, cool, and committed. Victor embodies what it means to lead with purpose. His empathy and active listening helps students and staff reflect, grow, and strengthen relationships. And whether coaching, calling families, or modeling accountability, Victor consistently goes above and beyond to build a positive and welcoming culture for all. So congratulations, Victor. We'll do it again. Yeah. Up next, Jennifer Martinez, sensory communication teacher, also at James W. Rice. Jennifer leads with both compassion and high expectations. Her structured, welcoming classroom ensures every student feels valued and capable of achieving excellence, and she empowers her team to deliver instruction that meets every learner's needs and advocates for full participation in campus life. Congratulations, Jennifer. Up next, 7th grade math teacher from Barcelona Elementary School, Lisbeth Ruiz Sandoval. Lisbeth makes learning meaningful and student-centered, and her lessons are clear, engaging, and purposeful, connecting academic standards to real-world applications through thoughtful strategies and visible learning targets. She empowers students to take ownership of their growth and to strive for excellence every day. And from Westwood Elementary School, custodian Yuan Vision. Yuan is truly the heart of Westwood's operations, reliable, professional, and always ready to help. His kindness, positivity, and dedication make every staff member feel supported and valued. Through his work ethic and care, Yuan reminds us that leadership is often found in service to others. So congratulations to our inaugural recipients. You want to get together? family, friends, you can also get up and take some quick pictures here if you'd like. That's awesome. I didn't have to squat. That was awesome. Well, once again, congratulations. These outstanding individuals make an incredible impact every day, and they represent the very best of who we are here in Alhambra, united in purpose, committed to excellence. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Camino, for that presentation, and also great job to our staff who were honored for this award and recognized. And I really appreciate the district just taking this initiative here, because it's really important that we always recognize our great leaders here, and I think that's a good thing for us to continue doing. So thank you. And then we have other comments from other board members.
Mr. President, I want to say congratulations to everyone, especially not only to you, but to your families for being your support system and being here. Thank you for lending us your family member in order to be a part of our Alhambra family. Folks across the region and across the cities ask me, how are things going in Alhambra? And I say they're going amazing. They're great because we have a 94% retention rate. And that means that we have good organizational culture. Now, if we don't, we need to know about that. But I think that we try to make sure that our employees are taken care of and that this board is supportive of our employees. And we want to make sure that you get the recognition that you deserve, because a lot of folks don't get the recognition they deserve because they are doing things that people don't see. So I want to say thank you for all of your service and all of your care, all of your love for the district, and just know that the governing board here supports you as well.
Congratulations. Thank you all. Just think of all the lives you've impacted in your time that you've been with our school district. And it's not just the lives of the students in your classroom, but the other students on campus who see you and interact with you, and then the families of all those students. So we are just thrilled that you are part of our district, and keep on keeping on. We want you to stay with us. Keep being good role models for your students and your other faculty members. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you. Moving to C, public comment. No public comment. Moving along to D, consent agenda. I call for a motion that the governing board approve consent agenda items D2 through D15.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented, items 2 through 15. I can't scroll up fast here because I always forget this isn't a touch screen. Item 2 to D15.
And
Thank you.
I second that.
Thank you, Mr. Ocampo. Thank you, Mr. Contras. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion pass. Moving to E, Business Department. As you all have in your board packet, E1 financial report, you can take a look at that for reference. And then moving to F, Human Resources. We will also be hearing additional information from Danielle Smith and Shauna Becker in regards to the performance pay plan adoption.
Did I do it? So, okay, sorry. Good evening, President Navarez, governing board members, and Dr. Myers. My name is Shauna Becker, and I had the privilege of serving on this year's Pay for Performance Committee. This process was a lot of work. We had several meetings after school, but it was a really positive experience. From the start, we had one simple goal: to put together a plan that made sense for teachers while keeping the focus on student learning. We revised the plan behind performance pay a couple of times and talked about how it should be more than just a financial piece, how it should reflect growth, effort, and our professional learning. We went through each part of the plan, looked at data, and had honest conversations about what was realistic while still encouraging us to improve and grow. We reached out to teachers at our sites to get input. That feedback helped us see what was working, what needed clarification, and where adjustments would need to be made to make the plan more meaningful and achievable. The process was collaborative. We used consensus tools like Fist to Five and made sure every voice was heard before making decisions. It was really encouraging to see teachers, administrators, and our district staff come together with mutual respect and a shared purpose. And now Danielle will finish up about the rest of our process.
Good evening. I'm Danielle Smith, and I also served on the Performance Pay Committee. What stood out to me was the level of collaboration and honest conversations. We didn't always agree right away, but everyone came willing to listen, share their perspective, and find common ground. It was clear that everyone cared about creating a plan that supports teachers and keeps students and their growth at the center. We spent time talking about how to set goals that challenge us to grow while still being realistic and fair. There were moments where we had to step back and rethink things, and that back and forth made the plan stronger. In the end, we landed on a plan that reflects teacher input, balances accountability with support, and recognizes the great work already happening in classrooms. We're proud of how it came together and appreciate being part of a process where teacher voices were truly heard. Thank you for giving us the opportunity and for continuing to support our schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments from the governing board?
President Navarez?
Yes.
I appreciate this process because this is one of the most comprehensive ASD performance pay plans that we have seen since probably before the pandemic. And I think it clearly lays out expectations, and we can't hold anyone accountable if we don't know what those expectations and those guidelines are. And the fact that you all crafted them and created together. Thank you, Dr. Myers, for such a collaborative process. One of the things that I'm extremely excited to see is the wildly important goals, because this has been introduced about 2 years ago. And oftentimes when we introduce things like this, it just stays on the bookshelf and then people forget about it. But it's good to see that we're implementing it here in this policy. And I want to continue seeing these wildly important goals and getting more updates on how this whole process works. So, Dr. Myers, if we can have this performance pay plan, but also have a milestone, maybe half the year or next year, where we come together, the staff comes together and evaluates whether this works or not, and then continuing our continuous growth, which is one of our values here in Alhambra. So thank you so much to you all as well for the teachers who led their voice, because as you know, the governing board really appreciates your voice, and we always want to make sure that you are at the center of these decisions when they're being made. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Contras. Any other comments?
I have a couple of things that bring pride to my heart. When I first came on this board, the Education Association was not part of anything, very minimal. And I'm very proud of the fact that you've worked so hard and the district has worked so hard to be a collaborative process where we do listen to each other and where everyone is included and brought to the table to make those decisions. I think this is a great example of what can come out of the collaboration of our staff and our hearing each other. I appreciate that, and I know it's been hard work getting to this point. I too appreciate all that went into this plan. I'm not going to repeat comments that have already been made, so I'm going to ask a question. One of the things I like about it is the calculations. 70% of the funds are awarded based on the teacher's performance classification. And come on, can we have student learning if we don't have high-performing teachers? You don't get high-performing students unless you have high-performing staff. So I think that's a really good dynamic to have 70% that way. The 30% of the funds are awarded to teacher performance activities. I'm assuming that, give me a clue, what is that? I don't want to assume because we don't know what that means. Okay, that's what I thought. So that is part of that's part of our commitment. It's up here on the wall. We educate the whole child. So I'm really pleased to see that we put 30% of this funds into supporting what we believe in, that it's not just about the academics. It's about the team sports. It's about the chess club. It's about all those other things that we ask you as staff members to give up time outside of your workday to come back and put on the science fair or whatever. So I'm pleased that we recognize that in this performance pay package. Thank you.
President Navarez. It's probably just my technology because we have really good security. So Doer Security is not allowing me to click on the link inside of the PDF that says, oh no, what I'm talking about is inside of it. It has a link to examples of activities. So Ms. Perry, could you share with the public what those activities look like? At the ASD menu of options. See it?
Right. Thank you for the question, Mr. Conchas, President Navarez, governing board members, and Dr. Mayes. The link that you could click in for our staff that would be clicking in is a menu of option that just really goes over to explain that at the final end of the year, our teachers require 10 points and they can earn their points through different ways. Some examples, school and district committee opportunities, community partnerships, mentoring others, field trips. They have a Google form that they would complete that would things like grade level leads, planning field trips, planning talent shows, attending and planning dances, tutoring, planning family nights, attending academic nights like math night, honors night, curriculum night, open house. There's different points for attending them and then also being a big part of the planning of it, because we know those are two different needs that we have as well. Fundraiser nights such as Peter Piper, Great Skate, all those fundraising opportunities, any kind of sporting events, plus also helping and participating at the sporting events. So those are some examples. They can click.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. And the point that I want to make before we move on is definitely want to have that evaluated at the end of the year, because we know and we hear from our teachers that work-life balance is so important, and that a lot of our teachers are already strained from all of the directives that we give them in the classroom. And so I'm cautious about this, but I trust the process and I trust the leadership and I trust the teachers. But I want to make sure that we evaluate it, have a survey, and really get some feedback about the execution of it, because asking our teachers to go above and beyond is a lot, especially when we ask them to do that throughout the school day. So I want to be very cautious of that, and I'm very supportive, but I hear the anecdotes every day from our teachers about how hard their work and how their workload is continuing to increase. So I just wanted to make that point. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I
Yes.
address that? Thank you. I appreciate the question, Mr. Conchas. Actually, as part of statute, an annual evaluation of this plan is required from all of our teachers. So what we do, I don't know if we'll have any nodding heads in the audience, is when we send out the payment in August or July when they come back, they do a Google form survey. So we do ask for feedback every year. And our first meeting of that is always, let's review all the feedback from our committee member or from our staff. And a lot of it is things that are not, what they don't want changed, what they do like, any kind of things. And most of them, it's a lot of thank yous that we get and a lot of things about what to change and what not to change. So I appreciate that, but that is part of our mandatory review every year.
Thank you very much for that information, Ms. Perry.
Any other comments? I call for a motion that the governing board approve the adoption of the Alhambra Performance Pay Plan.
I move that the governing board approve the adoption of the Alhambra Performance Pay Plan as submitted.
Do we have a second? Thank you, Mr. Conchas. Thank you, Ms. De Ocampo. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passed. Moving to G1, Global Academy of Phoenix update. Attached in your board docs is the letter that describes this update, but we also have Dr. Lande to also help any questions we may have.
But I do have comments. Thank you for going through this process again. I know it's quite rigorous. It might be easier now that you've done it before, right? No, not any easier. I was just hoping maybe. The program has proven to be a very big success, and that is because of all the time and work that you and your team put in to make it be successful. The premise behind the IB program is one I've always really respected and thought was definitely an educational process that was beneficial to those students who were ready for it. I know that this is a self-study and that you are going to put lots of time and effort in not only self-studying with the staff, but in the parents and the community that support the school as well. So my question is, does that count to the 30% of extra work? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know for sure. Anyway, thank you much for doing it. I have no doubt that you'll be successful and you will get your, you'll be awarded your authorization for another 5 years. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
Mr. President, yes, I also want to say great job to the GAP community. Great job to our leadership there. We know how much heart you put into it, and we just really appreciate not only GAP, but also all of our schools for the quality of service that you provide, not only to the students, but also to the parents. And I hope that the IB review committee takes into consideration their social media as well. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving along to H, comments. H1, comments from the governing board.
Mr. President?
Yes, Mr. Conchas.
On a more serious note, what we are going to experience starting November 1st could be catastrophic for our community in terms of SNAP benefits. We have seen that the governor is also providing some assistance as well. But I want to reassure the community that the governing board is here for you. If there is any need, please let Dr. Mayas know, and please let the governing board members know. We want to be servant leaders in this community. And I know when there's a crisis, you need to look at the leadership and see what they're doing. So my message to everyone here is that we see the need, we are scared, but we are here to stand side by side because we have done hard things together. We've done the pandemic together. We've done a variety of different things together. We are resilient and we're going to make it through this, but it's going to be difficult. And so if there's any need, any resources needed, please reach out to Dr. Mayas and to the governing board because we want to make sure that our community, whether they have students enrolled or not, that they know that Alhambra it will be the place where that they can go for help. So I wanted to make sure that I said that. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Conchas. Any other comments?
Thank you, Mr. Conchas, for bringing that up. We have so many things that are coming our way that we don't understand the reasoning behind. And it's going to be it's not just SNAP. There's lots of other things that are coming our way that we're going to have to deal with as they come. The other comment I have was there was an item on the consent agenda about the Quality First program providing us with funds for recognition for the staff that in our preschool program. For those of you who don't know, Quality First is the system that rates preschool programs across the state. Many years ago, you always had to go through NAEYC and pay thousands of dollars to get them to do that. So the state finally wised up and came up with their own system. But what I appreciate about this is the hard work that the team in the preschool program put together to get their rating up to where they're 5, they're at the top. And because of that, they've met all the qualifying points to get this money that they can use to reward the staff at that site. So thank you to that team for doing that work and getting that benefit for our staff at that site. Well, it's at multiple sites, really. Thank you.
Mr. Navarez, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. Conchas.
On a more celebratory and recognition note, I did want to highlight Mr. Gabriel Gamino for his Emerging Leader Award through Westmark. So let's give him a big round of applause. We have seen the hard work and the value add that he has added to our district. He has elevated our district to be a regional leader when it comes to everything from communications to media to intergovernmental relations, and he is definitely helping shape the future of Alhambra. So thank you, Mr. Gamino. And also this morning, I was able to attend with Dr. Mayas and with Mr. Gamino and the Jaguars of James W. Rice and Principal Gretchen Noble. There was a fire station bricklaying on 45th Avenue and Camelback on the south side. And it's really nice that the students were also there to witness as well. And so I'm just very appreciative of how connected the Alhambra community is with our local city officials and our city councils. And I think that it's just a testament to the work that our leadership does, but also because we are an amazing district and people just want to be us. So I see that all the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Conchas. Just on the serious note that Mr. Conchas mentioned earlier, just wanted to express my appreciation for all the teachers and staff and the Family Resource Center who is preparing for this November 1st timeframe and just hearing a lot of the concerns. So just I know that's a lot of weight, but I know that's already ongoing right now. So again, appreciation with that. And then just to let everybody know, we are having our board retreat on the 20th. For the board members, make sure you fill out the form so you can include your interests of what we can start doing for the agenda setting. And then just for the community as well, we are laying out the agenda. So if there's something that you think is also important, that's just something to be aware of. And then we look forward to, I look forward to the Thanksgiving holidays. Again, it's when everybody comes together and, for some people they do service, some people they have meals together, but it's all community, it's all love. So I enjoy seeing all that. So thank you. Any other comments? Yes.
I just noticed that celebrate National School Lunch Week. I'm telling you, the kids in my neighborhood were coming and knocking on my door. Do you know what we had for lunch today? It's so cool. They had all sorts of different things that they were really thrilled that they were being able to eat and being exposed to something different. It was so exciting to see that they recognized the importance of that. So kudos to the nutrition department for putting this on. It made me have to step up for the after school snacks. I can't just do popcorn in the microwave anymore.
Thank you. Moving to H2, comments from superintendent and executive team.
Good evening, everyone. We will begin this evening's celebration or updates with Mrs. Bilyeu.
Thank you. Good evening, President Navarez, members of the board, and Dr. Mayes. With the approval of the consent agenda item, you endorsed an important step forward in strengthening how we manage and align our personnel and finance data. This work is part of a broader commitment to continuous improvement, ensuring that our systems are efficient, transparent, and built to sustain operational excellence even as we navigate shifts in enrollment and resources. To support this effort, the district leadership team has engaged Karen Smith from Highfield Meach, one of Arizona's most respected experts in school finance. Karen currently consults with or serves as CFO for multiple districts across the state and brings deep expertise in operational best practice, compliance, and fiscal management. She also plays a pivotal role in all of ASBO's school finance professional development. Her role will focus on refining our position control process, strengthening the data connections between HR, payroll, and the accounting systems, and further enhancing the integrity of our financial reporting. By investing in her expertise now, we are ensuring that the district systems remain strong, efficient, and well-positioned for the future. The initiative will allow us to build on our existing systems to enhance efficiency and accuracy in budgeting, staffing, and payroll, advance transparency and accountability through more consistent, reliable personnel data, support strategic and data-informed decision-making that aligns every staffing dollar to student and school needs. With Karen's guidance and our team's commitment, this work will yield long-term operational benefits and reinforce our dedication to excellence, efficiency, and fiscal stewardship. We're excited about the deliverables ahead: streamlined systems, stronger internal controls, and greater confidence in how we manage our most important investment, our people.
Good evening to our governing board president, our governing board members, Dr. Baez, and the entire Alhambra family. During this month, a National Bullying Prevention Awareness Month, it's been our CSW's joy to have led multiple initiatives across our campuses to empower students to recognize and respond to bullying. At Granada East, the CSWs, Miss Priscilla and Miss Jennifer, engage students through announcements by having one day of sharing kindness qualities and the roles of bullying, and then following it up with scenarios so that students could name the roles and recognize ways to stand up. We had CSW Kristen Merkel develop a PowerPoint presentation for many of the CSWs who have used it across grade levels and in small groups and cohorts to deepen our students' understanding and to promote empathy. All of these efforts reflect our district's ongoing commitment to fostering safe, respectful, and supportive learning environments for all of our students.
Good evening again, President Navarez, governing board members, Dr. Myers, and our Alhambra community. Oh, as you know, I'm so excited after our human resources agenda item for approving our performance pay. I want to take a moment, recognize and congratulate our committee for their collaboration, the dedication in developing the plan. The team really worked thoughtfully and diligently to create a plan that truly reflects our shared commitment to valuing educators and supporting our students in their growth. Thank you to our governing board as well for your approval of that plan. With that step complete, this evening I will be sharing it with the staff right away, as well that teachers can also look forward to additional resources next week, including a one-pager, some frequently asked questions, and as well as some open office hours with me if you like to get further clarification or questions on it as well. So finally, I'm also happy to confirm that our performance pay annual award amount will remain the same and unchanged from last year. And it will also be, as always, a direct deposit when we all come back to school on the week of July 29th. I had to check that out, July 29th, 2026. So you can assume you'll get your performance pay that week as well. So once again, thank you again for your continued support of our educators, our committee. Thank you so much. And continuing to make Alhambra a place where both teachers and students really continue to grow and thrive. Thank you.
Good evening, President Nevarez, Governing Board, our Superintendent, Dr. Maez. In addition to our comments from Mr. Conchas, I want to share that our Family Resource Center is dedicated and very focused at this time on connecting our families with nutritional food options and critical resources to promote their stability and well-being. So as of today, we have sent out communication to our families of the supports that are available to them and how to access them through the Resource Center. We have also pushed them out to our schools, to our key individuals at our schools, like our office teams and our administrators and our counselors and social workers. So our goal is that all of our families know that these supports are available to them and how to reach them. In addition, I would like to thank you for your approval of consent agenda item D13. We're very excited to partner with Child Crisis Arizona, which will be providing virtual parenting classes for our families. All of our families in the AESD community are welcome to participate. The sessions will focus on a variety of topics at no cost to us, and they do offer bilingual sessions. But the topics are like anger management for students, for kids, bullying, to identify the signs, symptoms, and solutions, child development, water safety, understanding temperament, and it provides strategies for parents to recognize these and also know how to manage them within the home to provide a very stable environment within the household. The families that attend and that complete the sessions will also get a certificate of completion. And we are launching now at the end of November. We have about 6 classes till December, and then we will start our spring semester. Thank you to the work through Lynette Wagner, Yvette Nava, and our parent volunteer coordinators.
Governing Board President Navarez, Governing Board members, and Superintendent Dr. Mayas. At tonight's board meeting, the consent agenda included approval of a partnership with Riverside Insights and COGAT as part of a research study supporting our gifted education model. Our model centers on a teacher lead at each school site who receives ongoing professional learning focused on strategies for engaging and challenging our gifted learners. These teacher leads then share their learning with colleagues to help meet the needs of gifted students across all classrooms. The study directly strengthens our model by providing high-quality professional development that benefits teachers and students right now. In addition to offering valuable data about how to best support our gifted learners, it also helps ensure that every student is challenged, inspired, and able to reach their full potential.
Thank you all. And this evening, Elizabeth Reese is still in the audience, and so I'm going to take advantage of that. And I want to thank you myself personally. A big thank you to your family for all the support that they provide you. I know that I always feel so humbled when I'm in your classroom, seeing just the complex math. Seventh grade math is really hard if you don't know. And just the way you are able to explain it and make it and simplify it for kids. And I know once I was in her room and I was so impressed with the way kids were not afraid to ask questions. In middle school, oftentimes kids are embarrassed when they don't understand. And what I've appreciated, and I did share with Miss Reese, is that I appreciated how it's clear the connections that she makes with kids, and that they felt safe to ask questions and to talk to their peers. And it's just such a great place to be. So thank you for all your hard work. And then on top of that, you see the beautiful family she has. And I've appreciated going to games and seeing you there cheering on our kids. And it's evident how much you care deeply for your students. And we just thank you from the bottom of our heart. And we thank your family for all the support that they provide. And so thank you. And Yohan, I know that every time I'm on the Westwood campus, same thing. No matter where I'm at, you're everywhere. And so working hard, supporting everyone, and we're just so grateful for your dedication. And so we thank you, and we're just so pleased to be able to honor you this evening, both of you. So thank you. And speaking of honoring people, are you ready, Mr. Kent? I'm going to add to what Mr. Concha shared. So, yes. So, yeah. As Mr. Concha shared, Westmark's Emerging Leaders Impact Program honors outstanding young professionals who are shaping the West Valley's future through leadership, innovation, and community impact. This year's finalists represented a broad range of industries, from utilities and higher education to healthcare and business, reflecting the diverse talent driving our region forward. And we're proud that Gabriel Gamino Guerrero was selected as the 2025 Emerging Leader Award winner, standing out among an impressive group of finalists. So you should be very proud, and you make us very proud, Gabriel. All right, so again, Alhambra has so much to be proud of, and we're just so grateful for everyone's hard work. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Thank you. And moving to H3, governing board direction and or agenda items. Does any board member have any direction or agenda item requests? All right. Meeting closing. Next governing board meeting is scheduled for November 13th here in this room. And then just a reminder, Veterans Day, November 11th, November 20th is governing board retreat, 5 to 7 here in the district office. And then of course, November 26th to the 28th, Thanksgiving. And with that being said, we're now at the adjournment. Do I have a board meeting? Do I have a governing board member who would like to adjourn the meeting? Do I have a motion?
I move that the meeting be adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Ocampo. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Conchas. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned.